Hey everyone, welcome to my channel ASP.NET Core, and today I'm going to create a React app. Okay, so create a new directory that is React tutorials and just open it in your command prompt. Now after that you can use npx command and to add a React applications, or you can say that first of all add a node. So node-v, its a version is 20.17.0. So that is the node version, and you have to install that is npx. Just create a new application in React. So use npx create React app, create React app, and the name of the app is food app, and the you can use the template is TypeScript. So you can use TypeScript here. So you know that creating a new React app and the template is TypeScript. So I use TypeScript as a programming language in a React project, and the default is JavaScript. Now the first topic after creating your React app is how I install Bootstrap in our application. So wait for some time. Just after that I want to install Bootstrap in our application. Now successfully installed your React app inside your directory, that is food app, and here we have so just after that you can open your just inside it. First of all just go to inside your application, that is React application, that is cd food dash app, and after that you can use code space dot and open your directory under your Visual Studio Code. Now here we have a directory structure, and under your directory structure we all know that I want to install first of all a bootstrap. Okay, and that is already discussed in the previous videos. And first of all I want to install bootstrap, so use terminal to install bootstrap, new terminal, and you can use npm I for install, and that is bootstrap. Okay, now you can say here we have a already added bootstrap, and you can check the version of the bootstrap. Just go to the directory that is under your bootstrap. So here we have a bootstrap under the test directory, under the css directory, and here we have a bootstrap.css file. So here we have a bootstrap.cs file. Okay, so that is the bootstrap 5.3.3. Now I want to install font awesome, and we all know that font awesome, it's a part of the fort awesome. So you can install the font awesome, and the version of the font awesome is it's a freeware. So just install it, npm I for install @ of fort awesome, that is fort awesome / font awesome -free. Okay, just install it, npm I @ fort awesome / font awesome -free. Now install also fort awesome npm and just use cdn.js. Just check it @ fort awesome npm. Okay, and here we have a npm.js font awesome free. Okay, okay, so there is a no issue, and I want to first of all you can check the uh, CDN JS font awesome. So I want to add CDN JS font awesome, and here we have a font awesome library for CDN JS, and we all know that you need to add that font awesome and the font awesome. So just check your latest version of the font awesome first. So add the rate font awesome first. So you just go for the at the rate of font awesome. Here we have a font awesome, and under the font awesome you have a, that is the font awesome free, and there we have a CSS, and we all know that a font awesome.css, that is all.css. So you can see that the version of the font awesome and the font awesome is 6.6.0. So now the CDN.js is 6.6.0, and you can just download, or you can say that all, yeah, brand mean.js file. Okay, so you need to add all. So just copy URL, that is cdnjs cloudflare.com ajax libs font awesome 6.6.0 css all.mean.css. Okay, okay, so now just copy the URL and paste under your index.html file. So here we have it, just check it, your the version of your font awesome. Just after that open your index.html file, and here we have a index.html file under your public folder, and just copy and paste it here. Copy link tag. Okay, so here we have a link style cdnjs font awesome 6.0 all.mean.js file. So your all fonts are there. Now just after that configure your bootstrap as well as the font awesome under your the index.tsx file, and that file is index file where your the first component is rendered, that is app component. Okay, and the app component is actually rendered under your strict mode. Okay, so here we have a app component, we all know, and that is the react.strict mode. Now just I want to open bootstrap.css file first. So import double quotation dot slash node modules, and just after that you can use bootstrap slash dist slash css slash bootstrap dot css, that is import section here. Now the next one is import double quotation dot slash node modules slash bootstrap slash js file slash bootstrap bootstrap dot bundle. Okay, so that is the bootstrap, sorry, just under js file. So slash just slash js bootstrap dot bundle. Okay, but under the dist we have a js directory, and under the bootstrap dot bundle file. Okay, also add the 4,000. So import double quotation dot dot node modules, and here we have a at the rate of 4,000 slash font awesome 3 slash css slash all dot css. Okay, so save all. Now I want to test it using app.tsx file. That is the app component file. We all know that. So here we all know that that is the division here and the class name. So just remove all first of all, and we all know that here we have a app component and return it all the components. So that is the default fragment. Okay, so you can use default fragment here, and the logo.csv file is not used right here. Now just after that I want to test your bootstrap first. So h2 class name, that is text warning. Okay, and that is app component warning, app component warning. And the next one I want to use the class name, like, sorry, italic tag with the class name is fa-home, and that is the home, okay. So I want to run this task. Just go for the new terminal and npm start applications. Okay, so now you can say, now wait for some time. Now this is your application and this is your fonts. Okay, so everything is fine. Now just I want to go for the next topic, that is add functional component and the class component. Okay, so first of all add a functional component here, and I want to create a new employee component. So under the src directory we just create a new file, and the file name is employee.tsx file. So employee.tsx I want to use inside your React. So import React from /React. Okay, and I want to design a functional component. So just use let, and the functional component name is employee. It's of type React dot functional component. So that is the FC for the functional component of type, that is iprops. So here you can use properties, and which type of that is iprops, and iprops is a type of the functional component, so you can use this way. Okay, so that is the method to add a functional component. Or here we have another way to use functional component, that is export default function, and function name that is employee component. Suppose you just consider a name that is employee, or employee component, that is the name, and here you can use the properties like that is props of type I props. Okay, so that is the way, but right now I'm using this way. Let the function name, that is employee component of type react.fc for the function component. Inside it you can use the properties. So interface you can use it here, iprops, and of type of type a function. It's a function component, so you can design it a function. Now just after that we can use return a JSX file. So it return a JSX. And what about the iprops? Iprops is a interface, so you can use interface. Iprops, I mean to say that received a properties, okay, from the parent component. So here we have a iprops, okay, and that is the way to you can use JSX here. JSX, I mean to say that JavaScript and XML techniques, so that you can design your dynamic HTML page under your return return method. And here you can add the TypeScript logics. Okay, so that is the way to accept the properties from the parent component. Okay, like employee name, age, and the title, or you can say you know so the name, it's a type of string, and the age of the type number. Okay, so you know that in the TypeScript we use always small letters. The first letter is small letters because I use a camel notation under your TypeScript. So iprops have a two properties, or the two abstract things like name and age of type string and the numbers. So iprops use name and age as well. Okay, so we all know that if you want to add a name and age here, you know that iprops, it's a type of function. So you can initialize your iprops here of type object. So if you received a single properties like name of type string, and if you want to initialize it, and age of type number, so you can receive two things here, that is name and age. Okay, so that is the employee component, and that is the functional component here, and received two things, that is name and age, from the parent component. So what is the parent component? If you want to use employee under your app.tsx file, so you can use it here like h2 tag, and that is employee component, and here you can use employee, okay, component, and here you can use name as well as name. It's a type of object, so you can initiate like Tarun, and the age as well, so age is 37, and you can add the reference. Okay, employee component is not defined, cannot find the employee component. So here we have a name is employee component, it's a React function, but it's not exported. Okay, so you know that employee is a component, but it's not exported right now. Okay, so you can use fragment here first, and I want to export it here. Export, and the function name, okay, export default, and function name is employee. component. So you export the employee component and received here, that is employee component. So just control dot add import employee, save this, and now the result is here, that is employee component, and you received the name as well as and the age, because name and age both are the part of the abstractions, so it's a part of object here. So you received both Tarun and age 37 here, that is under your I props, that is the name string and age is the type of number. So in the properties you can just use it's a type of the list. So here you can use the class name, that is list group, so unordered list, and the class name, sorry, and the class name is list group, and under your ally tag you can just use class name is list group item. Okay, and here you can use name as well. Okay, okay, so the name is what, that is name is deprecated, so there is second time you not declared, but in TypeScript you not declared second time, so that type of error removed. Now just after that you can say just copy and paste for the age as well. Just copy, save it, and also save it and check it in your browser and just refresh it. Oops. So just control double T and remove all and just use npm start. Okay, so here we have a 37, that is employee component. Now I want to use the class component as well. So that is the way to use component. That is the way. Okay. Now there is the second way to add these things. So just use comment and just add export default uh, function, and the function name is employee component, and here you can use props, that is I properties, and also you can use the name and age here of type, that is I props. Okay, and you can use function component here, and you can use return. Okay, now inside it you can use fragment first, and the second way to add the UL tag, and the class name is list group, and the second one is li tag, and the class name is list group item, and the next one is name and age. So the same thing you can do it with the function component. So both are the function component you can create under your React app. So that's the way employee component of type react.fc. For the function component, it's take the properties, and also you can just add the properties here, okay, of the type I props. Okay, now I want to use the class component as well, so just comment this as also, and in the class component you can use export class. So you can use export class, and the class name is employee component, and employee component is extends, that is extends with the React dot component. So React dot component, okay, and here you can add properties as well as the states. So I use iProps and iState. And what about the state is so you can just define empty state interface. Later on I will discuss on the states. Okay, so here you can see iState is here. Okay, and okay, now just after that you can use constructor. Okay, and under the constructor you can use properties. So you can use props of type iProps, and just initialize this props to the super constructor. So that is super to the props. Okay, now after that we can render the method. So render the component. So render is a method, and render actually React.NET, so there is no need to add default. And under the render method you can just use return. Okay, so again just you use fragment, and here you can use this dot props dot name. Okay, so the same thing you can use it here. Then this is the warning message. Okay, this is the employee component, and export default import as employee component. This is the export class employee component. Has no default export. Remove this app, and sorry, control dot add import employee component. Okay, it's a class component, you know. Okay, so here we have employee component. That's the name is the. Okay, so that's the way to use class component and the function component bootstrap in your project.